Hi everyone, so a brief introduction to Chapter 2, our second learning unit here in General Chemistry 1. So we're going to learn a little bit about the atom, the components of an atom, protons, neutrons, electrons, structure of atom, and so forth. But most of the time, and the bulk of this chapter, is really on learning how to think about how atoms come together to form compounds. And so we'll talk about ionic compounds and covalent compounds. And then beyond learning how that happens, we're going to then begin thinking about how to name the things that are made. So the bulk of this chapter really is thinking about how to name compounds. And that's a critical skill because often you will have problems that you'll be asked to do where you are just given the name of something, and then you have to use that information to get a chemical formula to then actually be able to do the chemistry with this problem. So that's the bulk of what we deal with in this chapter, is naming compounds, and then we begin to think about how we measure the weight of compounds. So we'll talk about molecular weight and formula weight, and that will be a nice setup for that we'll move into in Chapter 3, which is the mole and thinking about a molecular weight.